Hello, and welcome to Footnotes. I'm here to recap the most ravishing language and ideas from the last week of Wired. First up today, if a butterfly flaps its wings in Peru, are you in danger, even if you're on generally good terms with butterflies?
Come my lady, come my lady, you're my butterfly, sugar baby. Come my lady, you're my pretty baby, I'll make.
It's the butterfly effect, and it was referenced in a Wired Enterprise story on a network error in Indonesia, bringing down some of Google in the greatest 27 minutes to ever happen to Bing. This butterfly effect refers to a seemingly tiny event having a massive impact in a larger system. The term was coined in the 1950s by meteorologist Edward Lorenz, who while running weather models didn't realize the computer had rounded off one of his inputs, very slightly changing it. And things went cray-cray, resulting in completely unexpected weather models. Not like raining frogs unexpected, but still pretty unexpected. Subsequently, Lorenz came up with an analogy that goes something like this. A butterfly flaps its wings, and that minute air current changes the local weather very slightly, which in turn changes the weather on a global scale. This then causes a tornado in Kansas, which picks up a house and deposits it on a witch. Simple stuff, really. Such snowballing events are staples in the time travel genre, in which a very small change in the past can totally ruin all of your pictures in the future. So the next time you see a butterfly, don't look at it funny. One day, it just might drop a house on you. Next up, a bird so naive it had no idea that being a defenseless animal around hungry sailors was a poor life choice. It's the dodo, and it appeared in not one, but two stories last week, in a Wired Science gallery on skulls and in a post on an iPad case that is for some reason named after the bird. The dodo is the most famous of the many recently extinct species, having become synonymous with obsolescence, just like year-old Apple products. It lived on the tiny island of Mauritius, east of Madagascar. Had it been able to talk like the animals of Madagascar, it might have been able to negotiate for its survival. First described by Dutch sailors around 1600, dodos had no fear of humans, on top of being unable to fly, on top of being avowed pacifists. The dodo was wiped out in only 60 years by overhunting and by invasive and domestic species brought by the humans. Pigs in particular were wild for their eggs, but alas, the dodos didn't have slingshots to fight back with. Oddly enough, we don't have a good idea of what color the dodos were, because first-hand accounts were inconsistent. For all we know, they could have had lucrative sponsorships. So what happens when a dodo flaps its useless wings? Hurricanes? Tornadoes? It's nothing, actually, because all the dodos are dead.